Most of my career has really been centered around the field sales organization and leadership. So I can say that this is my first Channel Expo conference, and I am just blown away. The content, the people, the staff. I'm a little envious that my previous colleagues got to sit down and had a committee and more of a casual conversation, because I think that's how we actually get to the meat of the complexity around managed services. Prior to Cisco, I actually was a customer, and I got to see firsthand the business value that technology can provide. I'll never forget when a CEO actually came down from the office and started to have a conversation with me about not only how we were optimizing existing processes in the business, but how we were bringing totally new capabilities out to them. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what does it mean to build the future that customers want with partner managed services. I believe the opportunity is now for our partners to lead what we refer to as what we coined as the age of the partner. And Alexandra Zaguri, our vice president, is actually going to be presenting on this topic tomorrow, and I would encourage you to join her for that session. But today I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a market study summary of some trends and some macro trends that we were seeing, and how that's driving Cisco's investment strategy for partner managed services and ultimately increasing the value for our managed service providers. So let me just net this one out. Managed services are not new, but the expectations for how products and services are consumed is increasingly driving the buying decision. Even pre-pandemic, some of these macro trends that are listed here were not new, but they were accelerated during the pandemic. When I say customers are changing to buy outcomes and experiences, what do I mean by that? Well, we've all bought things off of Amazon, and we've all taken an Uber ride to the airport. And I can honestly say those are not the cheapest ways to consume those goods or services, but we all have done it. And why? Well, it's because we got the actual outcome that we were after, but the experience that we received, the time to value of that consumption model actually drove us to that buying decision at that time. Cisco ran a really comprehensive third-party study for the markets that our products and technologies play in. And what we learned was there is a $113 billion TAM associated to managed services. Now, when I say I looked at all the markets, we also looked across a variety of different routes: resale, direct, managed services, marketplace, agency. All of these routes to market were analyzed specific to the products and markets that we play in. For managed services to represent $113 billion is simply amazing. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this statistic, this is the first time Cisco actually saw an alternative route to market exceed our traditional resale route. The resale route to market by 2025 only represents $96 billion of TAM. When you combine this 113 with partner services, we actually get to $258 billion of total addressable market, which means that roughly 45% of our portfolio is eligible to be consumed through that managed services route to market. So this actually was kind of the aha moment at Cisco, and transformed our investment strategy to figure out how are we going to work with our partners, because the majority of our business goes through our partner community. What are we going to do to enable them to capture the managed services route to market? So if that's how our customers want to consume, this is what actually our partners told us in an annual profitability study. Number one, revenue growth, exponentially higher in managed services versus resale. More importantly, profitability was literally 2 to 4 times greater when sold through a managed services. So our products, our software, our services combined with your services and your capabilities and delivered to a customer in a managed arrangement was actually 4 times more profitable. And I think we're a little bit generous with the 10 to 20% resale margins that we're representing on this slide. So I appreciate all of you that responded with that high of margins. But I know the reality when I talk to my partners, we're sitting in the single digits